range flagship model of the A series. It's got, as you'd expect, hand-selected tone woods. We've got rosewood back and sides on this with a select spruce top on there. The real benefit to players for this instrument, with this instrument, is you've got amazing playability here on the neck and on the fretboard, and that's where the focus of the development's really gone on. You've got a 43mm nut width here, as you'd expect. Solid ebony board and bridge, and the playability on this is quite amazing. It's a real dream to play.
It really is. I was playing it yesterday, and the profile is just so slick from here to here, and it's not tapered either, is it, Martin? It's consistent in its length, isn't it?
What we're trying to do here is keep this this depth here. This is pretty much parallel as you go there, and it's also got the open pore finish on this, which makes it really comfortable. It doesn't get sticky. It just feels always really smooth and slick to play. Although I mentioned it's got a 43mm nut width here, we've opened it out a little bit back here at the bridge, and this is wider than what you'd find on our L series too. So it allows you to finger pick very easily up at this end. You've got plenty of space to work down here as well. So it's really a dream to play. It'll strum great. But also you can get in there and pick out around for intricate pieces as well. So it covers a wide range of playing styles, so you're really supported as a player with this instrument. I say tonally, we haven't forgotten that. The sound is quite amazing on it. We're using the non-scallop bracing on this one, as we've done to great effect with our A series, and that really tightens up the low end, keeps things clear, and also gives you a very powerful sound on that as well. So that's really great for people who are out there gigging all the time. It's really, the design focus was to produce a workhorse guitar, and which brings us really to what's going on here with the pickup system.
Now this is really fascinating. The technology that's gone into this and the accessibility is really out of this world. So what does SRT stand for, Martin, and how does it help the performing artists of our modern times?
Well, in a nutshell, SRT stands for Studio Response Technology, and in simple terms, what that's trying to do for you is recreate the same sound you're going to get in a properly engineered recording in the studio.
Great. And
translate that to live playing. Now that's always been elusive for players to have that precious sound that they've crafted on their latest recording when they're out there trying to play it live.
Sure.
Always problematic. It'd be great if we had those microphones stuck right in front of your guitar. We can't, do that for all those practical reasons. You get howling feedback. You don't know how close to play to your mic. It's a nightmare. This, in a small, compact little box, put 3 classic microphones. The images of those sounds all in one. Okay, so you have the selection of 2 Neumann classic microphones, and you can see over here to explain what goes on in this tiny little box. The real benefits there are that you can have these classic condenser microphones or classic modern ribbon Royal mics, and choose between those voices that suit whatever playing you're doing. As well, just as you would have within that professional recording setting, you've got mic placement as well. So with the focus wide button on here, you can have the mic close up, or you can have the ambience of having those mics set back in the room as well, and that's all available to you too. Additionally, with this system, you can really combat any kind of feedback as well, and it's got automatic feedback control that you can use 5 times. So not only the classic 2 areas of feedback that you'll get, if you've got any wolf notes within there as well, you can press that and automatically it's going to just bring those down in line with the rest of the playing.
So it's like a seek and destroy feedback at the flick of a button.
It is exactly that, and it's so quick, you can use that in live playing as well. So whatever whatever you encounter, there's something on there to quickly support and counteract any difficulties you have. And the main thing is that it gives you that natural sound. So, and that's completely blendable. So the system basically works from a piezo pickup here. We've got a 6-element pickup under there, and that starts with a very, very clear and defined signal, and that's why we're using the 6-element rather than just one bar.
Right.
Now, once that signal's in the SRT system, simply in the studio they'll record this guitar with the classic mics and take that data and put it back into this specific model. So this pickup in here, this is for all of the Dreadnought version, and that's the pickup images that will be then blended into your sound when you're playing this guitar. You can't take this model and put it in the concert one or the one with rosewood with mahogany back and sides, because it's been faithfully recorded only with this instrument. So that's what you're getting when you blend more of the mic image into this. You're putting back all that natural studio recorded sound. Okay, that unfortunately the piezo pickup won't support, and that's industry wide. All piezo pickups will only replicate a certain areas of the frequency range. So, but all those bits missing, then you can actually put those back in as you want. You can blend as well.
Well, and value for money wise, this really represents quite a considerably sensible purchase. I mean, to buy just one of those microphones in its own right would cost...
Even if you could get them, because these are using the original vintage ones from the studio, okay, which are kind of priceless in the industry. So it's not that we've just used standard ones, we've actually taken those classic ones, and they've been recorded in Nashville and in LA and in Tokyo, some of the best studios in the world, with some of the best engineers in the world. So in a way, when you're live on stage, okay, wherever you are, you've got that sound and that engineering support and all that technology all coming in to be dialed in to, you know, helping you and supporting you at that gig, which is priceless, I would say.
And certainly, I remember you telling me earlier in the week as well, Martin, that certain session musicians and other famous performing artists in the studio have been requesting this guitar for use. Well,
that's right. Some of the top producers in the world have actually been calling us up. We haven't had to, suggest that or invite them to play these or to evaluate them. There's enough of a buzz in the industry to actually get them to call us up and say, can we try this with their artists? Because again, when they're out there playing live, that precious sound that they've painstakingly put together in the studio, they want to actually get over to people in a live setting, and in very difficult live, quite challenging live settings, this technology will really support them there as well. So, and that's been proven time and time again. So it's a very, very useful system.
Really exciting product. What are the prices then, Martin, on the A1 series and the A3? The A1's a little bit lower priced, isn't it? And then there's the A3, its current flagship with solid back and sides.
Yeah, at the moment, the pricing for the top of the range, it's a flagship model here, we're putting at 848, okay, and that comes complete with a case. So we think that represents amazing value for money. And on for the Rosewood version, that's the 1 series, we're offering that at 648. And there's £100 difference between mahogany back and sides and rosewood that you'll find with the flagship, the 3 series, and then there's about £50 difference between the
A1 series.
Yeah, A1 and between the 2-piece laminate back and sides. Right. Okay, so there's not quite that big price differential there.
Well, thank you very much, Martin, for going through the fantastic new features that are on this highly researched and highly developed and very accessible instrument. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Thanks.
You're most welcome. Thank you.
Thanks, bye.